Ice Key Presents. Ooh. I am hyped.
The princess lives in a monochrome world, broken from the sight through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart.
Yes,
Making this
waltz.
whole fairy tale alive, within sorrow's tender embrace. This was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to
Rumple?
stay.
Like Rumpelstiltskin?
Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight?
This is a bop.
We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside your heart. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. All the pain and sadness that you feel, believe in me, hold me close, don't ever let me go. Come and stay with me forever. Magic lives so long as I am here.
What a bop! Oh my goodness, I am hyped! Alright, so this is Cinderella Phenomenon. It's my first Let's Play ever. I stream on Twitch, but I just figured I wanted to do something a little more one-on-one, I guess. And I saw this game on the Steam store, and it looked really fun. I just played Doki Doki, so I was looking for like another dating sim kind of thing, but maybe not one with a twist like that. Spoiler alert, just in case you don't know. Yeah, so I found this, and it's free to play, and I played the first like half hour already, but my equipment has gotten a lot better than it was even a few weeks ago. So I decided to re-record this first section and then continue on. I'm really excited, and thanks for joining me. Let's go. Or, you know, let's play. Start. No, I do not need a refresher. Thank you very much. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystallum Lucius, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the Crystallum Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucis bearer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost. Peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Ooh, contract. I chose my name last time when I started, so April. Whew. I signed the contract, signed away my life. Prologue, Ice Princess. My name is April Riella Britton, daughter of King Gennaro Britton III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. At least, that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Oh. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. They have no eyes. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches, are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. What, Voldemort? You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. As could only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angiel would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from the Angiel the instant they fell prey to it. Ooh, I'm a jerk. But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever. Aww. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I am on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, April. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, April. April. Ophelia. Oh, I did not like her. Ophelia Widensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Ooh. I love his eyes, they're so gorgeous. Rod Benedict Widensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. Okay, important distinction, stepbrother. Important distinction, recent stepbrother. Still weird. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. Lore. Give me the lore. I love it. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with, but his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. Whew. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, April. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Oh, well, isn't she a bundle of sunshine? Emmeline Widensov, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we were blood, but as if she too were born a princess. As if she could be crowned princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh, yes. There are so many, and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy you like them. I love them. It is so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. Oh my. Oof. Yeah, Emmeline, I feel ya. But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things that they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, April? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you are talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my own room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Somehow I'm feeling like her mother had a lot to do with her current state. Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day, I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. April, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Oh, rude. April, you will show your mother respect. Okay, blended family alert. She is not my mother. That is not how you treat a child in a blended family. You do not make them call each other mother, daughter, whatever. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king. It has been 17 years, and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children, better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Aw, an accident? Why No. It's a man. Huh. Why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Ooh. Okay, I like this intro. Nice camera angle. Nice character design. White hair, yellow eyes, kind of cat-like. I'm living. New voice. Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline? He seems like a snarker. I'm giving him that voice. Oh, or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room, then. Thank you. Princess? Yes? You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. He likes me. He has a crush on me. Well, I won't take up much more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order. April, I would like you to accompany Emmeline on one of her town outings. Surely you could send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Step-sister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were of your blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emmeline outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you have locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angiel was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angiel really is. April, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emmeline, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that in order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? April. Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you all right? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be sure? Times have changed. People change. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? Oh, she wants her mother back. I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic, it was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts and cakes and sweets. A child's dream. I had been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared, in her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness. The king has requested your presence. This had better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. Aw, this girl is so messed up. I will see you later, Delora. Oh, I sense character development in my future. I'm ready. Oh. Ooh, okay. Green hair. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. Okay, so he's in love with my mom. Got it. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. I'm sensing a villain. Your Majesty. April, are you ready? You will enjoy this, April. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you'll be able to interact with and learn about the people of Angiel, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I do not already know. Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good? Because I have seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, April. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I have seen that there is no good in you. Wow. Harsh. Yeah. April, Where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion, even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I have hurt you. I know that there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter to him more than I ever did. April, enough. I have already said I will go. The drama! Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. April, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emmeline. I would not disobey an order from the king. Harsh. Excuse me. There's so much family dynamics in this. There's so many different layers. Like the mom dying, the dad being distant and unapproachable and cold. But then the mom seems like she had some weird things that she was teaching April, me. It's very in the blended family dynamics. I'm so intrigued. I can't wait to learn more. Hello, how can I help? Viorica! Princess Emmeline. How good to see you. I trail Emmeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. Ooh, costume change. I cannot understand why Emmeline insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. There's no need to be so tense, Princess. I would never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You ask the impossible of me. Banter, kind of. There's no need to be so formal, Viorica. I'm still the same as I was. Oh, yes. Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, Viorica. It's good to see you too, Rod. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess April. The look on Viorica's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. Ooh, fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. Camera shakes. And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alcaster's son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald. You really are as handsome as Emmeline described in her letters. I'm sorry, her letters? Ah! Please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. Trying to move in on my man? I'm sorry, Emmeline. Right. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys, gifts for some new friends. Toys from here? Are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess. I can barely breathe in here. She's just afraid, but her fear is manifesting itself in anger and jerkiness. I just want to go back to the palace. Ooh. Okay, another intense introduction. Another love interest, I suppose? A beautiful lady. Good morning. I don't know what her voice is. We'll find it. Everyone's freaking out. Up until this point, I'd always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're early today, ma'am. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Emmeline. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Ooh, I love that flower in her hair and the pearls. Oh, gorgeous character design. Thank you. Although the little fluffy fluff is kind of weird. Ah, that lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say she's a fairy. Oh, here's some more lore. A fairy? Fairies had saved Angel from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors. And yet, the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you go. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Bjorka. I hope to stop by again soon. Good, I'll look forward to seeing you again then. I hope to see you again soon, Rod. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Likewise. I'm trying to give him like a timid quality, since he's supposed to be mute, supposedly? Selectively mute? Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I am out, I am the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me, like I am the plague. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emmeline walking beside me. I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Oh, come on, April, she's not that bad. Oh, April, look, a street performance. It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance? Okay, another intense introduction. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. Alright, another fairy. The boy named Waltz snaps his fingers and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty, April? And are those the princesses over there? It's an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers, and white lilies appear in his hand. A white lily. I'm guessing that's in my inventory now. Oh, Oh, thank you. The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wry smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. There are performers like this all around Angiel. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Angiel, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, April. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you. The change of music signifies it's time for the drama. I just want us to be closer, April. I would like to try to be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. Oh, come on. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emmeline. Stop. He is staring daggers at me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait. Don't follow me. Princess. Oh. I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I should never have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy. And I heard Anise lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Princess April made sure the poor girl was fired. I stop in my tracks at the mention of my name. Not again. Anise. Was that the name of that one maid that tore Dolores' dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anise. Hard-working, big-hearted, very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the crown princess is to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile. She just goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess? So all those times I heard the servants saying that. Come on, April, I think you gotta let it go. I'd always suspected that they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emmeline. That child's an angel. We all know she should be crown princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Ever since Emmeline entered my life, I am always being compared to her, and now I have become second best. I am April Riella Britton, daughter of King Gennaro Britton III and the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. I am of royal blood. She is nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess, are you all right? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Oh. So she fires maids, she never smiles, she's mean to her sister. This girl's got a lot of character development to do. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Ooh. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing? But who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open, only to see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. No, 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 no. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I am not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Oh, God. I hope you're ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? I'll tell you how. Nightmare fuel, that's how. Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time, but right now, I am here to give you something, Princess. Oh God, I don't think I want it. A glass slipper. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It is beautiful, too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl. I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Oh my God. Ah! Sweet dreams. Cinderella. Oh my. Well, here we go. That seems like a good place to cap it off for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and please come back and see another one. I'm planning on updating weekly, and that's that. I also stream on Twitch pretty much every night right now. Yeah, so I'll link you to my Twitch account below. Feel free to follow me on all the relevant social media. I'd love to hear from you guys about anything and everything. Any games you want me to Let's Play, any games you want me to stream, and hope to see you again soon.